Okay, first grade, we are going to go through our study guide. So hopefully you can see that. Okay, so at the first part, I know at the top it says post-assessment. I think I have, try to X that out. This is actually normally our test, but it is our study guide today. So we are going to go through this side. All right, when we have three numbers, what are we supposed to do first? Someone help me out. Yes.
We need to figure out what number it is.
Okay, what do we do? What's our first step? When I have three numbers, 6 plus 3 plus 4, what would my first job be? Somebody help me out. Can you help me out?
6 plus 3 is 9.
Very good. So I'm going to use my caret. And 6 plus 3 is 9. So then I have 9 plus 4. And what would that be? 13. Very good. Okay. Do the same thing on the next one. I have friends that need to turn around, please. Thank you. All right. So we do 5 plus 5 is how much, class? 10. So I have 10 plus 9, 19. Okay, now don't let this confuse you. When we have the and sign, what does that really mean? It just means the same as plus, right? So if it helps you to put a plus sign above it, you can. Otherwise, don't worry about it. You can also put the caret on the bottom instead of on the top if you want. Okay, if I have 6 and 7, what is 6 and 7? What are they if I put them together? 13. That's a doubles plus 1. Good job. I have 13, and then I don't forget to add on 5 more. I'm looking for a brave friend.
18.
Very good. 18. So that's how you do the first part of that. Okay, we're going to move on to the next part. It says Kit saw 24 birds in the tree. So Kit saw 24 birds in the tree. 13 of the birds fly away. How many birds are still in the tree? So what is our question? What's our question? Ari? Well, what's the question that it's asking me? Yes, how many birds are still in the tree? So I circle that. Now, they kind of give us a hint. When it says are still in the tree, that's kind of like when they say how many are left. So if I started with 24, 13 fly away. So I started with 24 and then some fly away. Am I taking away or am I adding?
Taking away.
Taking away. So is that minus or plus?
Minus.
Minus. Biggest number goes first, so what number do I put first?
24.
Minus what?
14.
Excellent. Remember, write that out first before you solve over here. Now, I'm going to solve this on a big board so you can see it better. But you guys are going to write it right here, okay? Now, when we have this, our problems, we always do what first?
Build the first number.
Very good. Build the first number. So on my 10s and 1s board, I'm going to build, what is the first number?
24.
All right, so I'm going to build that. You guys build it with me. How many 10s and how many 1s?
2 10s and 4 1s.
Excellent. So 2 10s and 4 1s.
4 1s.
Okay, so 2 10s and 4 1s. Now, next I check my sign. What is my sign? Minus. So I'm going to take away, right? So I start with which column? The 1s or 10s column? 1s. Okay, now notice this has 2 digits. So I'm going to take away from the 1s column and the 10s column. Don't forget that. Some of them have that. Some of them only have the number in the 1s column. I will give you a hint on your test. You will only have problems with numbers in the ones column. Hint, hint. So it'll be a little bit easier, but we're practicing this way, okay? All right. So what do I have to take away from the ones column? 3. Okay, back to our tens and ones board. Can I take 3 away from 4? Yes, I can. So I don't need to borrow any because I can already take it away. So what do I do next?
We take away 3.
Take away 3 from which column? Ones column, because I always start with the ones column. So 1, 2, 3. Do I erase the ones or cross them out? Cross them out always, yes. That way I can always see what I've done. Okay, now remember, I had to take 3 from the ones column, and how many from the tens column? 1. So don't forget that step. Some of you guys have forgotten that this week, so don't forget that. All right, so then what's my last step? I count, and what do I start with? The ones. How many ones do I have? I have 1, 10, and how many tens do I have? 1. Excellent. So what's my number? 11. Very good. Now on this, I would have that written out, but I put it on my big piece of paper, okay? Okay, good job. Let's go on to the last few. All right. So I'm looking at, what's my next problem? Ooh, be careful because I see some addition and some subtraction. So that looks a little bit different. Somebody help me. What's my first thing that I do? My very first thing I do? Build the first number. Very good. Now I'm going to go ahead and build it here. So it's going to be a little bit bigger, or a little bit smaller, I'm sorry. Okay, what's my first number?
17.
17. So I have 1. Excellent. Make sure you build that as well as I'm building. Raise your hand when you know what the next step is. What's the next step? Macy? Not quite. What does my sign tell me that I'm going to do? I'm going to add. So what do I start with? Do I start with the tens column or the ones column? Ones column. So Pax, how many am I going to add to the ones column?
3.
Excellent. So now remember our trick about writing it down at the bottom so that we can tell what we've done. So I'm going to add 3 to the ones column. Now don't forget it also has something in the tens column. So I need to add how many to the tens column? 1. Does your problem look like my problem? If not, make sure it looks like mine. Okay, now what do we do? Ari, can you help me? I count which one do I count first? The ones column or the tens column?
1.
Excellent. We're counting the ones column. Okay, you count and I'll count. We'll see if we have the same thing. Wait a minute. You have 10?
Yes.
Can we keep 10 in the ones column? No way. What do I do with them? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Be brave. Be brave. What do I do?
Cross them out and put them in
Yes. Good job. I'm going to cross them out and put them where? In the tens column. How many do I need to cross out? 10. Yes, all of them, but 10 of them. Yes. And don't forget to put it in the tens column. What's our very last step?
30.
Let's see. Do we have anything in the ones column?
No.
How many do we have in the tens column?
3.
3. So what's my answer?
30.
30. Great job, guys. Great job. Okay. Somebody's got to help me on this one. 36 plus 13. 36 plus 13. You guys go ahead and give it a try.
Does everybody know what it
We're
is?
quietly sitting and waiting for our friends. If you finish, that's great. Make sure, remember, an important part of doing this is making sure that you are being nice and neat. Yes, nice and neat when you write. Because if your handwriting is sloppy, is it going to be hard to count and see what you need to put together? Absolutely. Okay, Smarty Marties. I am looking to see if anybody can help me with that 36 plus 13. Oh, look at all those brave friends. Kamari, can you help me? What's the first thing I do? And where do I put that? Excellent, because I have 3 10s and how many ones?
61.
Very good. So I'm building that first number. And now what do I do? Good. I need you sitting up, please. Okay. So now you're right. I check my sign. Please stop that. Please stop. Oh, do we start with the 10s or the 1s? The 1s, yes. So I need to add how many to the 1s column? 3. And then how many to the 10s column? Okay, now what do I do? Kendall, can you help me? I count them. Which one do I start with? The 10 or the 1s or the 10s? The 1s. Okay, so you count yours and I'll count mine. How many do you have?
10.
Count again.
9.
9. How many 10s do you have? 4. Very good.
49.
So my answer is 49.
We're so close to 50.
Here, one away. Okay, now our last ones are subtraction. Now you guys are smarty marties and you can do all these, but make sure that you really pay attention to those signs, adding or subtracting, because I think that's where our biggest confusion happens. Okay, everybody say number 1.
Number 1.
I do what? What do I do? Yes, number 1, I build the first number. What's my first number? 17. Tell me in 10s and 1s. How many 10s, how many 1s?
7.
1 10 and
7 ones.
okay, build it
I got it.
without noises.
No.
Okay, I have 7 1. Okay, you're okay. I'll get some for you in just a second.
the bathroom.
Quickly. Okay, so we've built our first number. What's my next step? I need to look at something. Ari, can you help me? Minus. So does that mean I'm going to put together or take apart, Fraley? If it's minus, am I going to put it together or take it apart? Very good. Okay, so remember we look at the 1s column first. And how many am I supposed to take from the 1s column? 2. Can I take 2? Yes. So take 2. Now notice, don't forget that 10s column. What does it tell me to do to the 10s column? How many do I take away? 1. Now what do I do? Yes, I see what's left. How many in the 1s column? 5. How many in the 10s column?
0.
So what's my answer? 5. Woo, you guys are smarty marties. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, now as we're going, if there's one that was kind of hard for you or you didn't quite have all of it right, you might just put a little star beside that or a big dot so you know that maybe you need to practice those a little bit more tonight. Okay, if there are some that were kind of hard for you, just put a little star or a little circle beside those. Okay, I need somebody to help me with this problem. I don't know what the first thing, I don't know what I need to do first. Caden, can you help me? What do I need to do first? Excellent. Number one, I always, even if I'm subtracting or adding. All right, so I have 3 10s and excellent. Now, what's the second thing I look at? Somebody I have not heard from. I think I've heard from everybody, actually. What do I need to check? I build the first number and then I check something. What do I need to check?
Minus.
Yes. Okay. So is it telling me to add or subtract? Subtract. So I'm going to take away. So do I start, Pax, do I start with the tens column or the ones column? Ones column. So if it helps to just cover that finger. Okay, now how many am I going to take away? 9. Do I have 9 in the ones column? All right, what do I need to do? All right, if there's more on the floor, we gotta go next door and get some more. Excellent. Okay, make sure you're building it with me. Make sure they're not touching. That will be confusing. Okay. Now, we still need to take 9 away. Can we take 9 away?
Yes.
All right, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and let's see, how many did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, how many do I have left?
5.
Yes, I have 5 left. Now, I also, don't forget, I need to take how many from the tens column?
1 away.
So now, you told me I had how many here? 5, and then how many here? So what's my answer?
15.
15, okay. Don't forget to go back and star the ones that you didn't know.
I'm done.
All right, you're gonna keep that at your desk. Actually, we're gonna get our binders out and make sure they go in your binders. All right, first grade. I hope that helps, parents. Good luck on your test tomorrow.